Welcome back. This is Candace. I'm glad to see you in this new year of 2021. Last week, I recorded something that I entitled Surviving the Storm. And it was really all about looking at 2020 through our rearview mirrors. And I wondered, all those challenges that we had last year, what have we learned from them? What will we learn from them? Now, 2021 certainly offers us a potential, it offers us growth, but we do know that that's not going to happen all at once. We still have times ahead of us that will be challenging, but with the different perspective, that can guide us toward different paths, toward alternative paths. This is really the way that truth works. As time passes, we learn and truths will be revealed. But, sometimes when we look at the truth, we're too close to it and it seems confusing and there's multiple intentions, there's too many meanings. But you know what? Truth is always there. We just have to look for it. Truth it's like it's lying beneath the surface. It's buried, it's forgotten. But time has a way of uncovering it. And this is what I'm thinking 2021 will do for us. It will bring more truth to light. And we will finally be able to make sense of all of this. And when this happens, eventually it's going to give meaning to that mystery of 2020 and what was that all about? Could this be the promise for the new year, 2021? I have vowed for 2021 to have a new mantra. I believe, well, it's not that I believe, the messengers told me that 2021 will be the year of the heart. So I vowed to really try to live in my heart space. I'm going to try to really open to the truth of that there's a lot of potential, there's a lot of possibilities. As long as we can allow ourselves to live within our heart space, then that's how we can connect to true guidance, to our higher selves, to our souls, to our spirits, our angels, our guides. But the question becomes, will we listen? What I'm going to be doing for this next year is try very hard to live within my heart space, and I'm going to remember my new mantra, kindness matters. Yes, it does. So let me go ahead and finish where we left off. The message was about surviving the storm, and the messengers were talking about the energy of a storm, that it doesn't just crop up out of nowhere, that there were signals and signs for it. Maybe we weren't aware of it. And we had ended with the couple sentences. The key is the heart space. Learn to live within the heart to access these skills. And the skills are talking about using your energy to connect with guidance. Now, as soon as I heard that, a vision entered. And from like the upper corner of the ceiling, I could see a place of worship. And it was really interesting because all of a sudden, these elements started combining, and I found myself being pulled further and further up, looking down, not in my living room where I was when I got the message, but I was inside this place of worship. It was a church or a synagogue, a mosque, I don't know, but people were worshiping, and there were groups of people with their heads bowed in prayer. And I watched as streams of energy came from each person, and they then gathered together, these streams of energy, and they twisted together, bound like ribbons, and then they exited through the ceiling of this house of worship. I realized that this was a literal translation of the power of prayer. As people spoke from their hearts, this energy became stronger. And I immediately understood the power of this group, the power of the prayer. definitely came from the heart. And if we could just learn to live from our hearts, our lives could change. They would change. I thought of how often, not just in 2020, but my entire life, where, I really wanted to do something or say something, but I don't know, my ego prevented me from doing that. I would judge myself, fearful of what others might think of me. Stepping into my heart space, though, has allowed me to step beyond these fears. If I hadn't stepped beyond these fears, I would have never published my 2 books like the one behind me. That, when I first thought about publishing them, well, I had to think about it because Messenger said I would be publishing the books. But I thought, oh, what are people going to think about me? Now I know there's nothing to fear. I was afraid that people would speak out. Well, you know what? They did, but it's not what I had anticipated. There has been this amazing outpouring of love as others have shared similar messages to mine. Today is just the first few days of January, 2021. And I want to share this story as we enter this new year, as we finally leave 2020 behind. It's a story about speaking your truth. How we ended this last year, 2020, is going to be so different than how we're going to end this new year, 2021. We're going to leave a lot of those stories behind, but it's a story about speaking your truth. We have choices, and how we act, how we choose to act, will define how smooth our transitions will be in this new year. What will we embrace? Let's continue to take inventory and let's decide what we want to keep and what we want to push aside. What will we embrace this new year? Let me go ahead and get to the message. The message said, the shift has come. It is here. It is now. Humans are transitioning, preparing to enter a new dimensional space. They will continue to walk upon the earth with their physical bodies, but their non-physical energy bodies will become paramount. Like a baby learning to sit, stand, and walk, the human will become adjusted to the energy body through incremental steps. The first and foremost step is to recognize that they are energy beings who presently inhabit physical bodies. They are not their physical bodies, only temporary inhabitants. This realization will be a mind shift for many. Yet we say to you, as humans embrace this concept, they come one step closer to their true nature, their true essence. For it is through the vibrations of energy that they can begin to understand manifestation, to understand who they are, to understand the magnificent potential they have to create. The world is theirs to embrace. Humans will learn that their true life is not the waking state. It is the dream state where their powers are unlimited. They can dream their world into existence. Yet it can occur and will occur during the waking state. It is true magic when the dream state and the waking state become one. It is powerful. It is empowering. It is who they truly are. Creative beings capable of manifesting a world of hope, a world of love, a world of unity. It is the return of their birthright. Be ye one with spirit, and all things will be given unto you. That is a very profound message, and there's a lot to unpack from that. But My takeaway is this is what we can embrace in this new year. Let's not cling to negativity. Let's not cling to anything that does not uplift us. My mother used to say, if you don't have anything positive to say, then don't say it at all. I, for one, am going to make this conscious effort to choose love, to choose light, to choose kindness in this new year of 2021. This is another step on our transition to become greater beings than what we are now. The messengers continue to tell me that we are an integral part of Earth's transition to a higher vibrational frequency. We are part of her evolution. And as she evolves, so do we. The veils are thinning. We are going to be able to connect to guidance in a way that we never have before. But it takes a changed perspective for that to occur. And the perspective is, instead of looking out, let's turn our eyes inward. Let's take a deep breath, find stillness and peace within your heart. And when you do that, you will realize there is a silence that will surround you. And within that silence, listen with your heart, and you will begin to hear the messages from those who love you, those who want to guide you, your angels, your guides, your higher self, whatever words you want to use. But there is a non-physical source that loves us, whether we call it spirit or God, it doesn't matter. There is this greater part of us that is willing and able and eager to show us the way. So I'm going to end this by saying blessings to everyone, namaste, whatever words you want to use, but use this new time of 2021 to inventory your energy field. If something does not serve you, let it go. Bring in only good, positive things that uplift you. And as you do that, the path that will lead you to a life that's filled with blessings, that path will be lit in order for you to see. So blessings to everyone in this new year. And until next time, goodbye.